Before we start the video, did you know that the new iPhone 14 will no longer have a SIM tray? That's unfortunate, and that's going to be really interesting. I guess eSIMs are going to become the future. And then that satellite connectivity feature, that's only free for 2 years. I'm curious to know what the monthly plan to that will look like if you like to continue it. Future topic video. But in this video, we're gonna go ahead and cover 17 amazing features that the brand new Apple Watch Ultra has to offer that a lot of people have missed. For starters, if you look in the back of the Apple Watch Ultra, there's 4 screws right here, which means this could give us access to the battery. So something tells me this might be the first Apple Watch that will actually allow its users to have access to the battery for future swaps, which is great news. And I'll be highly disappointed if these are just like little fake screws just for appearance purposes. Cosmetics, I guess. That'll be really disappointing. But something tells me Apple wouldn't do that, would they? Anyways, number 2 is obviously the impressive 36 hours battery life under a single charge. I'm definitely looking forward to testing this out. And in the near future, sometime in the fall, Apple did claim that future firmware update will become available, where this will allow the Apple Watch to go into its low power mode, which will allow this Apple Watch to achieve a 60-hour time frame under a single charge. Now, new for the Apple Watch Ultra is obviously that new additional button, the action button. Now, this action button, after doing a bit of research, I noticed it is indeed reprogrammable, as you could program it to do other things. And I think you could actually program it to do different actions depending on the app you're using, because Apple actually demonstrated this to use different segments if you're using the workout app. And the button, as well as the power button, is set to be larger, and the digital crown itself is also 30% larger than your standard typical digital crown. And the reason why Apple decided to do this is, if you look at the teeth, it looks extremely grippy, which means if your fingertips are wet, muddy, sandy, or even wearing thick gloves, there shouldn't be any issues when operating the Apple Watch, which is great. And then the 49mm display not only is the largest screen we ever receive on any Apple Watch, but it also is 2 times brighter, as it's able to achieve a max brightness up to 2000 nits. To give you a little recap, the current Series 7 Apple Watch has a 1000 nit brightness screen, so this is literally double the brightness. And the Sapphire display is protected thanks to the titanium display, as Apple engineered it so it wraps around so there's no edges exposed of the display. So the titanium will take all the impact to make sure that the Sapphire display stays protected at all time. So it's really challenging for it to crack and such in the long run. Yeah, it has crash detection. In fact, all the new sensors that the Series 8 has, the Apple Watch Ultra also has, including the menstrual cycle tracking for periods. And everything else that was previously released for previous series Apple Watch, like the blood oxygen sensor, fall detection, ECG, and cellular, is standard. So basically, out of the box, this is the most fully loaded Apple Watch available in the market. And then the other cool feature about the Apple Watch Ultra is that this actually has a water and dust resistant rating of WR100 and has an IP6X for dust resistant. In other words, this could be fully submerged underwater up to 130 feet, which makes this one of the only few smartwatches available in the market that can be used for scuba diving operations. In addition to that, the Apple Watch Ultra, its battery is said to be increased for sport activities, which is claimed to still have a lot of battery life remaining even during those long intense marathons. So if you're a triathlon runner, this will have more than enough juice to be able to gather data during those runs. Then the Compass app also received a new update. Unfortunately, this isn't exclusive for the Apple Watch Ultra, as my Series 7 also has this, but nonetheless, it still is a unique feature because this was the device that was used to feature the brand new Compass backtracking ability. So if you actually go ahead and launch the app, I'll give you a little walkthrough. It should be 100% identical on the Ultra as well. But here on the app, if you rotate the digital crown, you can switch between additional information. And down here on the lower right corner, it's where you can actually begin recording your steps. Look up your Compass app and you start walking around, it'll actually leave a cool little line, almost like a cartoon, of a waypoint that you can actually go back and backtrack. And when you hit pause, you can actually select the retrack steps. You can actually follow the waypoint back to where you started. Or you can delete those steps entirely if you just don't want it anymore and start fresh. You may also find this feature whenever you hold the power button for the SOS mode. You could actually quickly enable compass backtrack, but the Apple Watch Ultra will also have the capability to automatically record the backtracking as soon as the Apple Watch notices you're off the grid. And if you like to leave custom markers, you have the freedom to do so with this compass app. Now with the Apple Watch Ultra, it does have a new sound indicator. Not like the SOS, but an alert sound that you can actually play and toggle on demand. It's said to be extremely loud, so in case you're lost in the woods, you could quickly enable it on the Apple Watch Ultra, so you're easier to get found. And it said it could go up to high as 86 decibels, so that's loud. Now, although it doesn't have satellite connectivity like it does with the iPhone, it does offer the most advanced GPS system available on any smartwatch, as this does support a dual frequency. So this doesn't just include the L1, but also the latest L5 GPS. Now on the workout app, this also includes other Apple Watches on WatchOS 9, but there actually is a new track and field. So using GPS, if you're using one of these tracks for running, it will actually keep track of your laps. And then for the next unique feature, what separates the Ultra from other Apple Watches in the past is that this actually has an array of microphones all around the body. And it's for a good reason, because this does have AI detection where the AI itself will automatically identify which microphone sounds clear when you're talking to it, and will use that microphone to be the focus point, and will utilize the other non-used microphone to become an active noise cancellation mic. So very similar to noise cancellation headphones like your AirPods and such, it's going to utilize the other microphones to counteract whatever background noise is playing in the background, allowing your conversations you're having with your watch to sound clearer than ever before. And it looks like it could actually work even in a crazy windy environment. And then lastly, if you're curious to know if your old Apple Watch bands will be compatible on the brand new Apple Watch Ultra, judging by this picture, it seems like it is, as I literally have this same exact band, and this is for the larger version screen Apple Watches. So by the looks of things, yes, your old Apple Watch bands, so long as it's the large version screen band, should be compatible even on the brand new Apple Watch Ultra, as Apple hasn't really made any claims saying that it's not going to. So judging by this picture, yeah, it does look like we'll be able to use our old bands even on the brand new Apple Watch Ultra. So you're not stuck with those rugged default Apple Watch Ultra bands that it comes equipped with. You can actually use your old ones and carry on to the new one. Aside from that, there you guys have it. Make sure you hit notifications on and are subscribed to the channel, because I plan on covering a lot of cool stuff with the brand new Apple Watch Ultra as well as the Series 8, such as the ultimate battery life comparison against every single Apple Watch. I done one last year. You can go ahead and check it out right there. The end results are shocking. And in that video over there, I highly recommend watching that video, because I talk about the date when the official release of WatchOS 9 will become available, as well as the new features that got added very recently. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.